of our religion to believe on. So.
I think it's because like you wonder who made the universe, and the only real explanation is probably the God itself.
I know that there's a God because this whole thing just can't just pop out of existence out of nowhere.
Like our universe, our solar system, our everything, someone has got to make them.
I grew up like with Islam, so I guess I don't know, like with the Quran and all of the stories that I've heard from people who taught me, my parents and everything. That's how I believe there's a God. Yeah.
Well, when you're sad or lonely or something's gone wrong, you can always do a salat or say dua, and after that, maybe after that, you'll get something good will happen. It might not always be what you want because Allah chooses, and you know that it will Allah because He never leaves us alone. He always helps us.
My parents did.
I learnt from my mom, and I also used to go to a Indonesian school, Sunday school, so I learnt a little bit about Islam there.
I used to go to maktab school, but I didn't really like it because the teachers would shout a lot, so I moved somewhere else.
I come from a Muslim family.
Well, like growing up into it, like, it's really easy to take in. Like
I tried doing it online, but the teacher online that was in another part of the world, he was a man and he wasn't nice to me. He called me like K-tween.
I learned about Islam through my parents, being born as a Muslim.
my parents were ever since I was young, they taught me how to the Islam way, and that's like really led me to become a better person. I guess it's like I'm more mature as a Muslim. I guess, yeah.
So now I'm gonna go to Benevolence. It's really expensive, but I like it there because all the kids there are really friendly, and you don't just learn about Islam and how to read. You learn to read, you learn about Islam, you learn to speak it, and you learn to write it, and learn lots of other things too. So that's why I like it.
I also went to an Islamic school. That's kind of where I knew Islam, where I learned most of my Islam, and from then on is where my love to Islam actually grew.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin.
Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim.
Malik Yawmiddin.
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين.
Ihdina siratal mustaqim.
Siratal lazina an'amta alaihim.
غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
I actually don't know the full meaning.
I don't know. You tell me.
We should all follow Allah, and that we should all be good. I don't know.
I think it's just what I've been told is like a brief explanation of everything in the Quran, but I'm not really sure what it really means. I need to learn it.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of God, the most beneficent and the most merciful.
Ar-Rahman, that's one of the names of Allah. Means the most merciful, something like that. Yeah, I mean it's the very start of the Quran, so it's just talking about it, I guess, about Islam in general.
It's the opener of the Quran. That's all I know about it.
I just know that it's at the start of your salah, so it must be something important.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. All praise to God, the most beneficent and the most merciful.
That we thank God for everything.
Malik Yawmiddin, the ruler of the whole world. Malik Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. I'm not sure about that one.
It's about Allah is like the person who judge which time is Judgment Day. That's I forgot the other parts because I was just like right in the spot.
To ask Him to guide us into the straight path.
The path that is taken by the right people amta alayhim غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. That's all I know, I think. I don't know much.
Yeah, I actually don't know the meaning now that I think about it.
In the name of Allah, most merciful, most kind, praise to be Allah. You alone we worship, you alone we ask for help. Guide us to the straight path, not the path that those who anger, nor the path that goes astray.
It teaches to believe in your God.
Personally, Islam teaches us how to live our life accordingly.
I think some values that are overlooked by media nowadays is like that Islam really teaches kindness. Like in my Aqaid class, we used to do like how to treat your neighbors, how to treat your elders, respect and all that is very important in Islam, I think.
Islam teaches you to be more peaceful and to be yourself, actually, to like it also to connect with others.
Or they teach to be like kind to each other and not to be mean, like respect each other.
It doesn't just have rules about God and how to worship them. It also includes a political view, social justice, and so on and so forth.
It teaches you how to be good from different ways that other people wouldn't know of, and it teaches you how to be hygienic and how to deal with things that other people might struggle with.
They pretty much teach you on how to, let's say, how to make you wise, like pretty much like wise. Teaching you how to be wise and how to not be greedy in a way, and not listen to the devil.
For example, the girls don't have to be covered, so they only open it to their husbands when they get married because their body is reserved for their husbands, and you don't want anyone like to stare at you in like a different way when you wear open clothing.
Just like being patient to everything, and just being a overall very good person.
What Islam teaches, a way of life.
Well, I like that you get to be yourself and you get to respect everyone.
Because like sometimes people don't believe in God, and then like there's nothing special about them because they don't believe in any. But then like if you're a Muslim, there's a lot that you can learn about, and there's a lot that you can tell everyone about, and makes you unique.
Because I follow my religion, I have my guidelines. It makes me different. It makes me unique to myself. It builds my identity as a person.
You setting a good example for other people, so they would follow good things.
It feels so much cooler.
I like how we have so many events and so many special days. We can just come together and just like interact with one another, like read the Quran together. Everyone's just so friendly and peaceful.
Fasting,
I like it that on Ramadan, at the end of each fasting day, you get to have a big feast and you get presents and sometimes money at the end of the Ramadan, and that's what I like, and you meet up with all your friends, and it's a nice ceremony.
There's a lot of things. I think mainly the community, like in Ramadan when everyone comes together for Tarawih and we all pray together, it's nice.
It just think it's the unity that it brings to everyone. That there's never any discrimination between other Muslims among us. So it's like very easy to get along with other Muslims as well. So
There's a deeper connection between us humans and our Creator, because we communicate with Him through our daily prayers.
Being a Muslim, it's a privilege.
My main challenge is probably living up to the Islamic etiquettes that are given to me, like praying and Islam stuff, like dua and good behavior.
Probably praying 5 times a day, because usually there's the morning pray, and like you wake up really late, and also when I'm doing something and I come back really late, and like I have to do Isa, but then I get on the couch and suddenly I just fall asleep. So then that's the problem.
Not eating ham and bacon, since that's yummy. I've accidentally had it once when I was in kinder. They fed me the wrong food, and then I tasted it, and it's actually very nice. And then, like, I know that I can't eat it now.
I struggle with learning to read because I'm very busy. I do 10 hours a week of gymnastics, so I don't have that much time to go to classes, and I'm really tired. I don't have that much time to go to classes to learn and to read the Quran, or try to read the Quran, and that's what's really struggling.
Personally, the main challenge for me is wearing a jilbab because I only wear it when I go to the mosque, but like outside of going, like, you know, other than going to the mosque, like I don't usually wear a jilbab because I'm not used to it and just too hot sometimes or something like that, you know.
I guess because this is Australia and there's not that many Muslims around, it's just being sort of different to everyone. And like, you know, when I was in primary school, I used to get questions like, oh, why are you wearing a hijab and all that? But you get used to it.
Like our religion may not be like the social norm to the Western world.
I guess the main challenge is like in Australia, there's not really a lot of places for being a Muslim, but it's not, you can adapt, and it's like I've learned to adapt, and you know, like praying at school and like going to mosque on Fridays. So yeah.
The challenge of being a Muslim, especially here in Australia, where it's quite a free country. People can do whatever they want. The thing is, by doing whatever they want, they could also do things that are against Islam.
I want us to fit in like into the Western culture and not to incorporate Islam in our lives is very challenging for us.
I think my main challenge is like being a minority around the society, especially in like a Western culture, because it kind of puts us more in like a down position among everyone else. But at least it teaches us perseverance and like staying strong and like never like changing your mind just because someone else told you to.
I want to be, I don't know yet, I don't know.
For my future, like, you know, I want to be a mechanic, you know, because, you know, I like cars. Actually, I love cars, you know. I want to design them and that stuff, and I want to be a person that people can look up to.
I might want to become like a lawyer or something like that.
Actor.
To live somewhere where there's a lot of Muslims that I can talk to a lot and then like just be normal.
I want to expand the human knowledge and capabilities.
I don't really have a dream, but I just want to motivate, you know, want to become someone people look up to and leave a legacy for everyone to, you know, in like when I die or like 10 years down the road when I die, people can be like, oh, he did that, so I want to be like him. So that's mainly my legacy, what I want to do.
And we could bring Islam to another planet.
My dream is to, you know, like what every parent would like their children to be successful and to be beneficial to their community.
I think it's just becoming a very like just keep on improving. Like there's never a limit to improving in being a Muslim and being very like a good person, and then passing that knowledge down like to maybe my kids, and then they'll pass it down to their kids and everything.
I want everyone in the world to be treated fairly, and especially Islamic states. They keep on killing people, and I think it's the right thing to do, but that's obviously bad. So that's, and lots of other reasons.
My dream, considering Islam, is I think for everyone to know what Islam is actually about, to realize that it really teaches kindness and not everything that the media portrays it to be.
Reading Quran and then like my madrasa homework as well. So
Other than relaxing from exams, like nothing really. Probably just like playing basketball, maybe.
Go out to the beach with the family, have some, yeah.
Probably just working, to be honest.
Probably just make some music. I like writing music at home.
I'm pretty sure this is gonna be the last summer break I'll spend in Australia. So I'm planning to spend time with my friends.
And we might go to Bali.
I've done it before and it's actually very fun.
Amazing Race, that would be so exciting.
It does sound like a good idea. I'd try it.
Yeah, it seems pretty good. Seems fun. I'd do it.
Yeah, sounds fun.
I don't know, I have to think about that, but yeah.
It's amazing. Amazing race. It's fun.
That sounds like really fun. That sounds like fun. Yeah, I'd love to do that.
Sounds good.
You're my brother, you're my sister, we're one big family.